There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard. Watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right. But most importantly...
Hey, Anefa. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That is perfectly all right.
But are we really gonna sit... Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon's...
Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave?
Yeah, come on, Traveler. We've already made all the preparation. And most importantly...
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for not...
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours?
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Shaska, Ian-san, Aurora.
You're invited too, Anefa. Shilonen has a special gift.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait, so robots like massages too? Or is...
All right, enough with the chit-chat.
Woohoo!
Spit it out, then.
They've set off.
About time I met this variable in person.
You know, every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the fair.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? Huh, that actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Anefa? Come to think... The other way around. So, when you came over to Natland, what was the moment you felt like you'd left
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon? You mean that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to... Huh? Here we are. Paimon, Traveler, we have arrived in Notcry.
Oh, what?
Paimon, Traveler, welcome to Notcry.
That must be Nasha Town up ahead! That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right?
Waving hand.
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Not...
Oh! Sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties! Huh? Is something up?
Paimon, this is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived into Vat.
Huh? Are you sure? But
Oh, well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
What now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force. That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea. Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Notcry. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier... Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed?
Notcry is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline. Negative. Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. Let's just do what we've always done and keep searching as we explore. Besides, what have you got to fear with your sidekick
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Notcry surely counts as a big step forward.
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. You sure are a quick learner, Inefa. Well, as the best guide in the whole of Tibet, Notcry, here we come!
It's at times like running late again.
It just occurred to Paimon, if we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Notcry,
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road and you'll reach it.
huh? What in Tibet is that? Looks kinda like a Sealy.
That is a Kuhenki, a species unique to the land of Notcry.
A Kuhenki? Does she have something to do with the moon?
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the Kuhenki, are said to be familiars of the moon goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great...
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsarit?
Although Notcry lies on Snezhnaya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at...
Wow! So the origin of their beliefs goes back even further than the Archon...
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a Kuhenki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune.
Hot beverage.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Is this a travel guide? Huh.
Are there any particular points of interest?
Oh, it all looks pretty interesting to Paimon. If we have time, she'd...
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visits.
Yikes! Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, Inefa's gonna put her out of a job?
Running late again. Yeah! Gotta steer clear of other people.
Wow! Nasha Town actually looks pretty big from here.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodcry as an adventurer's paradise. So, she kind of thought it'd be a bit more...
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Nodcry's past. The 8 tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Nodcry. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are... There came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nodcry, and for a time it was left desolate, heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished. That Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all. Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony.
An irony?
Today, no official authority governs Nodcry. In theory, at least, it is some. The Adventurers Guild is just over there. Appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The Wild Hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nodcry?
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog? Those are the cries of a young woman being dragged away.
You're saying people actually hear things like that?
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound, but the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity. Abyssal monsters and...
When you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep...
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive indeed. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Varka waiting. Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early. You're right.
Time to roll!
What? My strength is gone.
Time to roll!
Here we are, the flagship.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right?
No matches identified.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Hey, why don't we go ask the owner?
Here I go!
Huh? Well, well.
Hello there, Demian.
You know each other?
Of course. Inefa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natland, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly.
Actually it's 'cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Inefa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet. I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natland, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned.
Yep, that's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must...
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. Though, guess it's hardly
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinyarvi. That's quite far from...
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part of Nodcry. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He said...
Generous of him! We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Varka like a house on fire.
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Anefa. That was prepaid as well.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage?
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves.
Oh. So you no longer require navigational assistance?
No worries. We should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably
Thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too. Pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for it, but is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out, right? Though, to be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else we've seen of Nasha Town. You mean it's got something to do with Nodcry's history? Oh, that makes sense. But... Oh, should we try the berries and... Oh! Sorry about that.
Please, there's no need to apologize. If anything, I'm the one who should be...
Wait a sec. Are you still...
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz, but please, just call me Flintz.
Whoa, that's...
Ah, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past. Would I be correct?
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon?
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare.
Oh, so...
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodcry, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
Burial grounds?
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones. But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds.
Oh, so it's all about fighting against the abyss?
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the hustle and
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she's still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living. Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Forgive me, but I must excuse myself. for the time of my appointment draws.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. The grave I stand watch over. Your visit would bring much needed light to that place of final rest.
Right. Well, if we get the chance.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional Ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
Ugh. Jeez. What a weirdo. Not to badmouth him.